affiliate marketer, especially if you're a beginner. And it's actually not that hard. It's just you have to stay focused and you have to do your stuff. So I am just going to wait, get a couple of people on here. If people are going to jump on, remember, if you do jump on, and even if it's a replay, type replay, you want people to be able to interact in your conversations, right? You don't want to just hit a like button because no one can have a conversation with you if you're just liking. But if you put replay or value or, well, hopefully you don't say, that sucks. But if you do, I mean, that happens. But comment, and then people can have a conversation with your comments. Really, really important. Okay, so this is going to be super, super precise what to do to be an affiliate marketer. And the key is, and this is what you sort of got to remember, the goal, the very goal is to get someone onto your email list. That's the number one goal. And how you do that is so your email list is your goal as an affiliate marketer. You want to be able to advertise to that list. It's basically push button marketing. You push a button, you send an email, and you make money. As you grow your list becomes more and more valuable. And they say the average is about $1 per person per month for every person that's on your list. So you want to make $500 a month, have a 500 person list. If you want to make 10 grand a month, then have a 10,000 person list, right? That's kind of the breakdown. And remember, you're always going to be adding and removing people. People give you bunk emails. People stop reading your emails. You want to get rid of them. You don't want to keep those people on there. They're dead weight. And most autoresponders, and I'll put a link below for my favorite autoresponder, is you get charged by clumps of people, like, up to 1,000 people or up to 5,000 people or whatever it is. So you get charged for that. Why do you want to use not just your Gmail or an autoresponder? Is because you can set up campaigns, you can set up email lists, and you can set up, you can tag people. You can do the term autoresponder is someone opts in and it automatically sends them a message, or it automatically sends them a series of messages over days. I know one marketer, he's got 256 follow-up letters. That's almost an entire year of follow-up emails, right? He just kept adding to it, his thing. So when people come in, and it's funny because his very first email is like, you're probably on this list because you opted in to get this, right? And it's all like free info products, but he gives them all in one thing. So it's not like he has to differentiate which giveaway he's giving to put people into that list. He just says, here, you probably you opted in for one of these things. So the number one goal is your email list. So how do you get people onto your email list? Well, you offer them something. You offer them something in exchange for their email. So, hey, if you're jumping on, say, hey, make sure you comment. So you offer them something in return, and you've seen it everywhere online. You want the 10 cookbook items or whatever, or best headlines, or every place. Everybody does it. If you want something, opt into our email list. They want to be able to advertise to you. And as an affiliate marketer, it's the exact same thing. You're going to find offers that are going to pay you, and you're going to send them to your email list, right? And like I said in my other video, you don't want to send them bunk. You want to make sure that you're sending them good stuff. And if you want to know my number one recommendation affiliate marketing product, it's going to be the very first link below the video if you're on YouTube. If you're here on Facebook, when I put this up onto YouTube, it will be the first link. So that's my number one recommendation affiliate product. It's amazing. Two types of affiliate marketing products. There's physical products, right, which are usually one-time purchases, and the commissions are quite low on those, 5 to 7%, because there's a lot of overhead. They actually have to manufacture the product, and the product costs money. So when you refer a physical product and you get paid, you're only probably going to get paid one time. It's not something that they're going to recurringly pay you. Now, what I like to focus on is digital information products. And I was talking to a colleague, actually a dad, that's walking home from dropping off my kid, and I was talking to a dad. It's like, digital products, information, education products, those are great. Especially a product that has a value ladder. Now, what a value ladder is they will sell you, and you see it all the time. So someone will say, hey, here's my ebook. So this is kind of like a funnel, right? This is a very, very simple funnel. The guy I was talking to, Ty, if you get a chance to see this, basically he ran a publishing company, right? So I said, that's great. So why don't you do 10 tips on how to self-publish, right? Freebie. When they click to get the free 10 tips, you take them to a page and says, hey, you might be interested in my course on self-publishing, which you could charge whatever you want, but generally the second course is anywhere from $47 up to $300, right? That would be the next, that would, depending how intensive your course is, right? And a course can be, 4 video modules. People want to see stuff in video now, maybe along with PDFs, a lot of resource material, that kind of thing. That's what the course would be. So people come in and get 10 tips to be a self-publisher. Then they get offered to purchase a course. Now, if they purchase the course, then you say, hey, I also help work one-on-one. And then you'd probably go into selling your coaching, right? Or maybe you would do maybe you're putting on a webinar that's going to be an intensive learning thing, right? Maybe you want to sell them into that webinar, or maybe the webinar is free in order to sell them into your coaching. That would be a typical funnel of someone that's taking their experience and they're monetizing it, right? And the thing to do would be work for someone and make that evergreen, so that you do the webinar once and it's just evergreen. People opt in, boom, and they're taken through. And I'm sure you've done evergreen webinars. So that's a digital product. That's an information. That's an education product. Now, and that has a value ladder, right? You're starting for free. You're charging a smaller amount for a course, and then you're working up. So again, my number one recommendation, which has an amazing value ladder, is right below. The other thing is you want something that has a recurring subscription. Although you can make a lot of money from launches when people launch a product, if the product is a one-off product, you're going to kind of make a chunk there. That's why you want your email, your push-button email. You want to be able to send it to them. But you also want to find something that has a subscription base. So I have 2 amazing ones. One is really just an affiliate marketing subscription where you're constantly getting trained. And the second one is is how to do lead gen for network marketing, which a lot of people that do affiliate marketing also do a network marketing product. So what, as a beginner, do you need to do? A couple things. One, don't give up. This is not instant gratification when you start. You're going to need to realize delayed gratification, and realize you're going to have to do a ton of grunt work to get everything set up. And if you're doing it through blogging, right? Maybe you go, oh, I'm going to write 2 blogs a week. Double that. Write 4 blogs a week. If you can, at the beginning, maybe for 90 days, write 2 blogs a day. Like, it's about getting as much content out there as you possibly can. The content doesn't have to be long, and this is where people get all stuck up on. They're like, oh, I need to write all. No, the content can be very simple. Lists are great, right? Tips. Just write content. Write content that people will absorb quickly and that they can share. You want to be able to share this content. If you're doing videos, you're like, I'm going to do a video a week, right? Well, when you're starting, do a video a day if you can. Try to get as much content out there, because you really want to start getting your feeders out there, because as an affiliate marketer, you need to be touching a lot of people. And now, how do you get them onto your email list? Because remember, that's the number one goal, is the email list. Yes, if you can sell them something along the way, it's great, but to get them onto their email list, well, you want to start putting out everywhere you go. You want to be putting out an offer, something we call a lead magnet or a cash magnet or whatever people call it. And usually it's a free piece of information that people can give their email, and you give it to them, right? So that's what you want to be doing. Now, a huge mistake I see from a lot of affiliate marketers, and they do this all the time, and I see it if you're using ClickBank or JVZoo or Warrior, a lot of people just send people to the sales page. Stop doing that. You don't do it. It's better. Don't get like, oh, I got to get it out. I got to do it. Because I was like that. I was like, oh, I got to get this link out to my people. No, you always want to build a simple capture page before you send them on to the product, because the goal is, yes, it's to sell them something, but the goal is to get their email. That is the ultimate goal. So you want to make sure that you put that capture page, whatever it is. So let's say you want to go into you're doing some ClickBank products, and you want to be selling information on weight loss, right? Like some diet tips, and maybe there's a product in there or whatever. There's a ton on ClickBank for that. Now, and I'll put the ClickBank link below as well. If you're watching on YouTube, it's there. If you're watching on Facebook, when this goes on to YouTube, it will be there. Now, if you're on ClickBank, most of the sales pages are sales pages. Well, what you want to do is put a very, very, very simple opt-in page before that. but captivating, right? So what you want to do is you want to take something from their sales page, something that catches your attention, right? So start reading the sales page, and when you see something that kind of makes you go, wow, that's cool, that's the grabber, right? So read through the email and just, oh, that caught my attention. That I want to know more about that, right? So take that headline, put it into if you have ClickFunnels, if you have Thrive themes, even if you have a WordPress site that you can build, maybe you have lead pages, all these things, right? I'll put a couple links in the YouTube for what I use. I like to use specific things. And what you want to do is you want to create a opt-in page. And trust me, it's going to take you a long time when you first start. You're going to have some but once you do, they're going to be really easy. You're going to see an offer. You're going to go to the sales page. You're going to go, oh, that caught my attention. You're going to grab that headline. You're going to throw it into a page. Capture pages don't need a bunch of fancy images. The ones that work the best are usually just text and an email line, or text, a name, and an email line. Those are the ones that work the best. They do, because there's nothing to distract from people. It's like a one thought process, right? Like, oh, hey, do you want to learn more about weight loss? Learn the secret to losing weight fast. Okay, right? I mean, it doesn't confuse people. So then they give you the email, and then from there you send them on to the page that has the product that they're interested in. And that's for anything, right? If you're selling any sort of product, if you're selling an info product, so you want to make sure you capture the email. Now, a lot of affiliate programs have the ability, if you're a member, to actually use their opt-in page, but send it to your autoresponder. And now, if you want to know my recommendation, like I said at the beginning, my number one recommended autoresponder, I'm going to put it as the second link. Highly recommend getting it. You can get a free trial, and it's for me, it's the best. It's kind of the standard that most, probably 90% of all marketers use. You'll see that it's the one that everyone uses. So that's it. So write it down on a piece of paper, whatever it is. The focus is the email. And this is a bonus thing. A lot of beginners get stuck up in information overload. They feel like they have to keep watching info, like this stuff. You want to keep learning. Don't. You need to execute. You need to start executing. You need to be bad. You need to be bad at first. It's like playing an instrument, being a sports person. You need to do it, and the more you do it, not when you're learning to play baseball, you're not reading a book on baseball. No, you're hitting. You're throwing, right? When you're learning to play music, you're not reading a book on how to play music, you're playing the music. Same with this. You have to be doing it. You have to be creating this content. So go out and create as much content, and you will get better because you'll get faster at it. You're going to go, oh, I need to talk about this, or I just watched a video on that. Fast forward through that person's video, take what you learned there, make a video of your own, put it up on YouTube, right? Send them links. Make sure you send them to the capture page, and that's it. And trust me, it's going to feel like nothing is happening for a while. And that's why I say double whatever you're doing. If you're doing one video a week, then do 2 video a week, or do 1 video a day. Double that, because the process will happen much, much quicker. But you're not going to see anything, and all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing all your tentacles that are out there. They're going to start creating opt-ins, and people are going to start going onto your list. And all of a sudden, now you've got people that you can market to. And that's the thing. So basically, that's it in a nutshell. You don't have to be crazy. There's no secret. It's just work. it's easy work, but it's tedious work, especially at the beginning. Once you're established at a 10,000 member list, this is the funny thing. You've probably made hundreds of videos, or you've done hundreds of blogs. So now doing it is very easy because you're practiced at it. And you also know what works in your daily method, right? What are you doing daily? Like, I get up every morning. I make my quote meme for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I do that every morning. I put it onto Facebook. I put it onto Twitter. I put it onto Instagram. I go onto Twitter. I take the influential people. I'm actually building 2 Twitter profiles right now. One I'm doing 100% organic, and one I'm doing by churning. And I'm trying to see which is the difference. I'm just, because I want to do an info product on it, probably, and I'm going to see what's the best way to do it. So I do that every morning, every single morning. I don't miss it, right? And then after that, I take the kids to school, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a Facebook Live, right? On something that I learned. So I quickly go find something I'm going to do it on, make some notes, do it on that. And then I take that, I put up my YouTube card, I put it on YouTube, and then I go back into Facebook and I share it into groups. And then I'm basically done for the day. Like the rest of the day is just follow up, right? I don't have to be creating any more content. So when I'm not interrupted, it's really about an hour and 45 minutes of work that I do each day in order to reach thousands and thousands of people, right? Oh, I do an email in there as well. So I'll send out an email in there as well. And writing emails now is like really, it's not even 10 minutes because I'm a lot of the programs I'm in, I can actually refer to something that they're putting on. Like one of the programs that I do, the lead generation for network marketing, they do a webinar every Wednesday. So most of the time I'm inviting people to that webinar, right? They're on my list. I invite them to the webinar. The webinar usually has a value ladder upsell. That's it. So that's the secret. That's the beginner's guide. Don't give up. You may feel discouraged, and create content, create content, create content. Make sure you have a good autoresponder. Make sure you have a couple good affiliate offers, or start with one and work up to the next one. Have a couple of good affiliate products. Start making friends with people that create products in order for you to get in on their launches, and then you're able to sell to your list. But basically, build your list. That is the secret. Build your list, build your list, build your list. Look at selling information products, because that's where you're going to make all your money. All right, have a great day. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. On my Facebook page is Work with Glenn Murray. My new Twitter account, if you want to join it, is Glenn A. Murray, at Glenn A. Murray, all one word, no spaces, or just look for Work with Glenn Murray. Although I might be shadow banned right now because I was adding a whole bunch of tweets right when I started, but that's okay. I can get that. You know what? Everything can be taken care of. Have a great day. Cheers.